Today, we are going to discuss how to delete, insert, and hide rows and columns from a spreadsheet. Let's say we want to delete the first two transactions, rows 2 and 3. Select these two rows and press delete on your keyboard. As you can see, the contents of the cells have been deleted, but the rows are actually still there. Let's say we want to actually delete these two rows. So we click undo. So we get the rows back and click the row and then right click the rows 2 and 3 and then click on delete. What's happened is Excel has shifted the entire spreadsheet upwards by 2 rows. Similarly, you can delete columns as well. Right-click the column you want to delete. Suppose it's column L. Right-click on it and press delete. And the column has been deleted. Excel has now shifted everything on the right towards the left. You can also delete multiple rows. Let's say, for example, we delete rows J and K. Delete. So let's undo that one. So we get those columns back. The trick to remember is when you delete rows, Excel always shifts the entire spreadsheet up. When you delete columns, Excel shifts everything on the right to the left. Let's say we want to insert a new column called average cost and we don't want to add it at the end of the spreadsheet with all other calculations. How do we insert a column in the middle of the spreadsheet? So first, right-click column F and then click on Insert. Insert always adds a column to the left. Now, you can give a title to this column. Let's call it average cost. Enter. And you know our formulas which we covered before, equals, and then control, arrow right, until we reach order total divided by the quantity, which is here. Then click on enter. You'll notice the number format is currency, but I'm used to the com style for consistency. And this will give us the average cost for our order. So to copy this down, of course, we will use the fill handle. Just double click the fill handle. There you go. We have all the average costs. If you want to add more than one column in Excel, select as many columns as you need. Let's say 2 columns. So, for example, here, right-click and click on Insert. So, we undo that, Control Z, to get rid of those columns again. So, we don't want to see all of these records for today. So, we just want to see the customer name and the average cost for their order. So, all these columns from G to Y are not actually needed for today. So, if we delete them, we'll lose all our data. So, we don't want to do that. Excel has a great functionality to help us here. And this functionality is called hide. So, we first highlight all the columns here. Control space. And then right click and then click on hide. You'll see it looks as if the columns have been deleted, but actually you can see a small column between column F and AD, and that's where those columns are now hiding. If you wanted to unhide those columns, select the area where the hidden columns appear and right click and choose unhide. you will get all those columns back again. So hide is a great tool when you only want to see certain parts of your spreadsheet. And now we can see the order ID, the order date, the customer ID, the customer name, as well as the average cost. You don't need to see the other columns for today.